Hey everyone, welcome to the Interlunium Q&A. I hope you guys are all having a really, really good day so far. Without further ado, I will hand it off to Megan.
Megan. Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry, Caitlin. Hand it to Caitlin. Go, Caitlin, go.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, boy.
We're Interlunium. If all of you would like to say hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
There's a lot of us in here today. We actually do have all 11 girls here, as well as our mixer and Japanese voice of Yutobe and Korean Rezion. So thank you so much to Idolcon for having us on this fine October evening, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. We figure we'll just start by going through a little introduction. So girls, if for us, they won't be able to see this, but if we'd like to just go down in order of where you are in this Discord call, I will go first since I'm at the top. My name is Caitlin, also known as Momoki. I am the voice of Junko. I created Interlunium and I casted everyone, so this project is my baby. It means a lot to me, and I'm very happy to be here today. Dom?
Oh, yes. Hi, I'm Dom. I voice Amy Inagawa. I provide the English and Japanese vocals for the songs.
And Hikaru?
Hi, I'm Hikaru Station, or Kanon Mitsuyoshi, and I sing. Thank you.
Hi, Jane.
I'm Jane, and I play Megumi. I sing her English vocals. Yeah.
And Japanese.
Oh, yep. That too.
I'm Kaylee, and I'm the voice of Akira Hoshino in English and Japanese.
I'm Lily. I voice Danby in English, Japanese, sometimes Korean.
Liz Robinette. I'm the voice of Chio Watanabe, and I sing for her in both English and in Japanese.
Hi, I'm Megan Shipman, and I voice Kazue Ono in English and Japanese.
Hi, y'all. I'm Milky, otherwise known as Milky Bun Bun sometimes. I'm Rinko Hanazawa, and to be heard soon as her English and Japanese voice.
Nonon is muted.
Nonon?
So.
Oh dear, so sorry. I had trouble.
It's
I'm
okay.
Nonon, and I voice Yume in English, Korean, and Japanese.
Hi, I'm Rezion. I am Interlunium's main producer, songwriter, and I am also their only vocal mixer. And I also provide Korean and Japanese vocals for Yutobe.
Whoop, whoop.
Hi, my name is Taka, otherwise known as Mia Lee. I voice Annette Chanel, all three languages, Korean, English, and Japanese. Annette Chanel, the girl with the pink bob hair. I also write the lyrics of all the Korean tracks of Interlunium, and thanks for having all of us here today.
Yes, amazing. So just to give a little rundown of the stuff we've been working on recently, obviously, if you've been following us at all the past this year and last year, we've been working mostly on just solo singles for the girls, releasing one for, I believe, Tambi, Kazue, I almost said Taka, Annette, and there's one more that we've mine, and Akira's now is new. So we've and we're still working on plenty in the background. Our newest is going to be the release of the one that's just come out, Kaylee's or Akira Hoshino song. So that's what we've been working on, and this year we also released our male idol group song, Grady. So we've been working on a lot of stuff, and we still are working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So thank you all for your continued support.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So if we'd like to jump into questions, we'd be fine to do that now. I think since we're all introduced.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I'm so sorry earlier for saying Megan and not Caitlin. Her icon was lighting up, so I was...
No problem at all.
So I guess, yeah, we'll just jump right in. The first question we have is, how long does it take for your group to begin production of and come out with a song?
So that depends on the release. This is definitely a question for me and Theo because I mean, all the people who are on the release are there from the beginning to the end, but it definitely usually is like the conception, the idea comes up, and then we're like, okay, do we have money to produce this? If that answer is yes, then we go right ahead. And usually I'd say if it's a solo single, because we don't have to worry about getting a ton of art and we don't have to worry about a video, it can take anywhere from 6 months to a year. As to where if it's a big group release, that's a little harder because there are so many art assets that can take anywhere to a year to maybe a year and a half, assuming that we have full budget.
Wow, yeah, that's a long time. I mean, of course, you know, all the effort that goes
yeah.
in. Okay, I guess the second question is that do you maintain the same composer each time? When do you estimate you'll release more music? But I guess you kind of answered the second half of that question already.
Yeah. We like to switch around. So we have Theo here, who I'm sure he'd love to produce
Hello.
all of our songs.
I would
He's
definitely love to produce all of your songs, but
he's written
unfortunately,
3
money.
Interlunium songs so far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk in the World, Level Up, and Gravy.
Yes.
So we do try to maintain some of the same composers. However, we do actually switch it up sometimes. A lot of our solo songs were written by different people. For example, Junko's was actually written by Hikaru Station, who we have here today.
Hello, that is me. I wrote it.
Such talent.
Our little queen. And we do switch it up. So we do try to work with other people just because I feel like it's fun. Switches it up, makes something, you know, a bit more interesting. And
I also like it because
we're loading one composer with everything.
I also kind of like it because when we do like different composers for the solo songs, it's kind of cool to like find someone that composes music that kind of fits that girl.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to really think about the group as a whole. You can kind of focus on like their individual style, I guess. So that's always really fun. I like that you switched up.
We always like have all of our songs are very like different genre wise. Depending on like the composer and the girl that the song is being composed for. So it's really fun. I think that's one of our strongest features.
Yes, I agree.
Awesome.
I agree a lot.
So I guess if there are no more answers for that question, moving on, we have a question from Kenzie, who asks, could you tell the story of Interlunium's formation?
Oh God. So we've kind of talked about this before on our YouTube page, but basically, as I'm sure you all can relate, you know, you download those idle gotcha games and then you end up connecting your wallet and spending too much money. And then you get really sad. And I did that once with Idolmaster. And I was like, you know, I am spending so much money on this stupid card game. I could probably, and you know, I've always loved idols. I'm a huge fan of Love Live, Idolmaster, Bandori, and all that stuff. So I was like, I could probably just make my own thing like this since I love it so much, and it would be more fun because I get to work with people that I love and respect and get to create something. And since that's what I like to do, I was like, let's try it. And then I love character design, so I went into that. And then I very sheepishly asked all the girls, I was like, hey, I'm making this thing if you'd like to join. And amazingly, everyone I asked said yes. So I'm very honored to work with all these amazing, amazing people on this project. Like, oh my God, makes me scream.
I want to
every
like,
single day.
I want to point out that I don't think a lot of people know this, but like, you know how Kazue and who was it? Name all the girls because I forget because I'm a terrible person. Kazue, Yume, who was introduced in
Kazue,
Annette?
Yume, Akira, and Annette.
Yeah, okay, so those are the four. So they were introduced in the second single, Level Up. But Caitlin asked me to join the group like back when she was still producing Intergalactic Disco, which was the first single. Yeah. So I was just kind of like chilling in the group for like a year and a half. Working, being like, oh my God, this is so great. I want to do it.
Yeah, no, you guys can talk about this too, but all the new girls were already created when Intergalactic Disco was being created. But we didn't have the budget to put them in, and I was like, with the Kickstarter, this will totally work. But I was like, it was already planned and it was already all there, so it was really exciting.
Well,
and
and
if
yeah,
you'd like to,
I think that it was super cute because it's like you see some of the girls and then it's like boom, now there's more. It was like explosion.
Yeah,
and
you didn't
Level
see
Up
them
was-
coming.
And Level Up was so cute that it kind of like it was kind of the perfect song if you watch the video to kind of introduce them because it's got this really cute adventure theme. So it's kind of like, oh, we found new party members, and it was so cute and wholesome. And my heart.
exactly. It's a whole lot of fun.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Well, moving on, we have a question from btrain51 who asks, what are the challenges of creating a song with so many different people in different roles?
Theo, I'd say that this is a question for you.
Oh, what's the difficulties of like creating a song with so many people? Well, for me, I guess it is if you have like one singer, like with the solo songs, you only have one to rely on. But when we made like Level Up, for example, like there was a lot of people to direct for me, like vocal direct, to make sure that all the vocals are the way that I want them to be, and for the song to sound as good as it can. So I guess it's mostly that for me.
Yeah.
I will say this, Theo, to add on. Sorry, I'm just like adding on to everything.
No, please do.
That's
I like
great.
how you guys talk.
But I think what a lot of people don't realize what's so hard about your job, Theo, when you're mixing everything, even when you're not like producing a song, you usually are typically mixing all the songs and all the vocals together for us.
Yeah.
And Theo is really, really, I love him and hate him for this. Mostly love. But he's a real stickler about like, and he's really good about pointing out in our lyrics that we get, like, you have to breathe here and you can't breathe here.
Right.
Because when there's 11 people, if like half the group is breathing in the middle of one line, it's not going to mix well with everything. So there is a lot of kind of pickiness that goes into it that I think you pay really close attention to, which makes the final product sound like really well put together and like we all were there at the same time recording something. So kudos to you for dealing with that, because do I like doing redos? I mean, but I'll do them for you, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, I think
I remember that Theo, like, he kind of like gave us directions of how to build that exact pronunciation of that certain word.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I don't remember what word it
So it was like
Yeah.
overdrive here or like other things.
Oh yeah, I use a lot of terms from what's called complete vocal technique. I think that's what it's called. So there's
I remember
like
I had to look up the
overdrive,
dictionary
so
for
on.
that.
Yeah, I can link into you after this. But yeah, no, thank you, Megan. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah,
I
that's
also
like
want to say, like, yeah. Well, sorry, I'm so bad. I also want to put out, like, you guys were really smart when you cast everyone, because they didn't just like blindly cast us and then like give us certain parts in a song. You guys were really smart. You had us figure out exactly what our singing range was and give that info to you, so that now you have that info, and whatever song you write, you can sit there and go, okay, who can hit this note in this particular line? Like if there is ever a really high note or a really low note, I mean, there's so much planning behind the scenes that you guys have thought out, and you do it so that you can break up the like who's singing what part of what song. So y'all do so much planning behind the scenes, just that people don't realize, just so that there's such a cohesive sound to all of us as a group, and it's great.
That's
Also-
a good point as well. Like figuring out the script for everyone, where everyone works the best, and figuring out everyone's strengths and
that's hard
weaknesses.
with 11 girls.
Someone said galaxy brain in the chat.
I also want to say that it's just so amazing that like you're taking 11 different spaces and setups and microphones and making it sound like it's fun, which you were doing it before. It was cool. Like we're recording anime and stuff from home now, but like you did that before. That's crazy.
Yep.
Thank
Theo
you,
is
Bailey.
talented, and we
Yeah.
love Theo.
Yeah, no
and
kidding.
I wish
Oh.
I had the money to have him just mix all of my songs ever for the
Me
rest of my life.
too.
Same.
Yeah.
Love
Aw.
you.
No,
I love
you
you
are
guys
lying.
too.
We love Theo. He's
Love.
our baby. When we went to like deviating for a quick second. He wasn't technically a guest, but when we went to Comic-Con, some of us got the pleasure to go as guests there, and he came in all the way from Sweden just to support us, and that was like one of the
Sweet
best memories.
And it was so much fun. I regret
And
nothing.
he still hasn't visited me, and I've asked him a billion times.
We
Oh
all
my
need
God,
to
well-
do a get together eventually. Let's like rent
Yes.
a beach
And-
house sometime.
And now it's not going to happen till 2055. So
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
we're doomed. I'll never meet Theo.
That's
We'll
not
get there. Don't worry
true.
about it.
One day, it's fine.
We'll get there.
All right, so the next question that we have, this one's a really interesting one. Typing Loud asks, what would your dream music video look like for the girls' solos, assuming you had the budget for it?
Oh my god. So many roaches.
Lily P.
Wow. If we could have the money for that.
Oh yeah, God.
I
So
want
many-
lights, paparazzi, cameras.
That-
I want an actual Pomeranian interlaced with 2D animation.
Yes.
I want full Your Name style quality music video. I want
Yes.
everyone cheering. I want lights. I want a video.
Lily knows what she wants, and she's going to get it.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, my dream just in general, not even just for the solo songs. Don't get me wrong, I love Level Up, especially. That's like my baby. Everyone, I remember we spent so many late nights all sitting in call together, base coloring the art as Araceli was lining it. And like so that's so close to my heart as a release, but I think my dream type of video would be to like collaborate with like a studio in Japan and get like an actual like full 2D idol style like Idolmaster Love Live type video made. I think that would be just an absolute dream for any and all of the videos.
Oh, that'd be so
Anime Expo.
Yeah,
that'd be super cute.
Showcase.
I just I want roaches. I want roaches wearing tiaras. I want roaches wearing cameras, and then I just want them to like dance. And I want them to all. Oh, you know what? They could also do that TikTok trend where they're all like dressed up as ghosts, because spoopy times. And then they could just like circle around Kazue, and then she could just like sing to them like a seance, and then that's it. That's the whole music video.
I love
You know
that.
what? I would actually want a version of a music video, like the A part of the music video being like this whole 100% 2D animation, and the B part, it's like in live action music video of
Oh my
like
God.
all of those like those cute little B shoujos coming out and dancing. So like, well, since
Yeah.
Annette's solo suites for 2 is already out there, which in the meantime, please like, stream, and download. Well, the dream music video would be well, it would be something like like the A side would be a real like a 2D animation music video of a girl and a boy like making desserts together, but the other side would be we could actually film a cooking studio and cast someone who can act as Annette and some
But why don't
gorgeous
you
looking French guy and 2 of them making dessert together.
But why don't we make desserts together?
Oh,
I like that one.
Just
Oh,
put
that
a
would be
wig on a
great.
baguette.
I want Bambi to be played by Jisoo
No, I want you to play
Jeez.
Donkey.
Oh, I want that
from
too. I want you to play Dumpy.
Blackpink.
Interlunium anime.
I would
you
love
should be playing
actually
Dombey.
doing a live action video. I think would also be another dream if we could get all 11 girls in the same place at the same time, get choreography, get outfits, and just like have like, a week-long excursion where we're filming a music video. I think that would be amazing. I think if we
die.
could do like a summer song
I'd
in like
die.
a beach house, that would be so
Beach
fun.
episode. Beach.
I would get lost.
We would
Yes,
all-
every anime needs a beach episode.
it does.
Beach
So we need
episodes,
the
I want to
service
climb a
beach
tree.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I want to open those watermelons.
Yes,
the
I
bat.
want to like be emo and off by my own behind a rock with a
Ah.
sparkler.
Who will be the
I just-
lucky
yeah,
Sugebe
can-
then?
Lily's gonna crush a watermelon with her thighs.
Yeah.
The thought of Lily with a bat makes me both
No,
excited
I'm
and
gonna
terrified.
crush a watermelon, and all the watermelon bits are gonna fly out and land on your face, and then I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and then I'm gonna gently caress it off your face and eat it.
Now that's the kind of fan service that the
What is
fans
going
want.
on?
Lily sounds like she's been thinking about this for a while.
I just saw the
Video
whole
tonight.
episode right now.
I guess
Right
we
away.
need to make this happen. Let's rent a beach house. Can everyone afford a plane ticket after COVID is over? Start saving your money.
Someone call Studio Bones. Okay, ready, go.
Well, time to
I would
go.
want
The
Trigger to
number.
do that. Excuse me.
Oh, Trigger. You know what? You're right.
I was looking into animations for like how much would it actually cost to have an animation studio animate an entire opening, right? So
Oh,
like
yeah,
a minute
for real.
30. The cost is insane.
Oh, really?
Oh
I
yeah.
think one studio, a really well-known studio, I won't say which one it is, super nice, you've seen their works, quoted 400,000 or something for a minute.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
Easy.
oh
Wait.
jeez.
Did someone just choke?
That was me, sorry.
For just an opening?
insane.
Yeah.
Like a minute.
Yeah,
30,
that-
like
Oh my
typical
gosh.
animation.
That will
opening,
be
yeah.
our next Kickstarter. So everyone, open your wallets. Get ready
This is a
for a
goal.
minute 30.
Get ready
Oh my
to
God.
wail for your favorite
That's
idol
so.
group.
It's so like expensive.
Yeah. Terrifying.
Understandably so too.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, but
The dream.
Yeah, I'm gonna still keep dreaming about it.
Yeah, we can. That's all we can do. All right, moving on then.
I guess we're all gonna have to start preparing. Y'all, you better start preparing. Open your wallets. We're gonna have to donate. Make it
Sell your
happen.
house.
Yeah.
Sell your dog. Sell your kids.
Our Patreon
Still
is
your
there.
kids.
I'm just saying, all your money on Patreon is what helps us keep the project running. If you donate there, you are literally helping us create like the stuff that we do. And sadly, it's expensive. You know, it's expensive and time consuming. So we really can't do it without money. So yeah, if you want us to produce better quality and just more stuff in general, please consider visiting our Patreon. It's in like the description to all of our videos, and donating if you'd like to.
Yeah. If anyone wants to drop a link to that in either chat in Discord or Twitch, please feel free.
Oh, let me see. I'm not signed in, but I can find the link.
Well, and
Okay.
it also just helps us in general with you know, just putting things out, high quality stuff, but also just doing things faster, because sometimes you have a certain amount of money and you get the art, and then it's like, okay, well now I have to wait to accumulate enough money to, you know, now get everything mixed. So it's kind of like, you know, the more money there is, the faster a song as a whole and a video can come out.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it does make a huge difference. And also, just even if you can't donate on Patreon, I think if you just download the music or even just stream it on Spotify too, which is completely free, that also is a huge help, because we do get revenue from Spotify and stuff. So there are free ways that you can like support us and stuff. So
Yeah,
and every little bit
stream
helps.
Intergalactic
So, like we said before, stream, please.
Yeah.
Stream.
Stream.
Oh my God, is that Youngie Chang posting
Yeah,
a
but
Spotify
he-
link?
Oh,
Wow.
in the call
Yeah.
today. So otherwise we would have had both Utobes.
oh yeah.
Anyways, but we should probably move on to the next question.
A bit, yeah. We're almost we're about halfway through, so yeah, we probably should.
Yeah.
The next question we have is from Chuya, who asks tips for someone who wants to make their own virtual idol group.
Don't. I'm kidding. It's definitely a lot of work. I feel like it's easy to look at it, and this is probably what I did, but I am so ambitious that I am annoying. But you know, I definitely, if you're going to do it, make sure you pay people, because it's a lot of work, and like it's a lot of work, and I feel like it's not really fair, especially like artists, to like not compensate them, especially if you have like a lot of characters. I personally would make your group very small. Don't make it big. I would not be able to get rid of any of the Interlunium girls. I'm so in love with all of them. But if I didn't have so many people that I loved, I I feel like a 5-person group would be optimal. Just looking at the statistics, being able to produce faster, making it way less expensive, and stuff like that. So that'd be my recommendation. Don't make a super huge group to start, and make sure that you're paying everyone effectively so that they want to work on the project and don't just look at it as like, oh well, I just come here and I work for free and it's a lot of work and now I'm very tired and burnt out.
Also just being. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I just wanted to add, if I may. Also, if you can help it, trying to work with people that you know and trust.
Yes, very important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Yeah.
I was just...
also being extremely organized. If you're gonna take up the mantle, work with people you know and you trust. And even if you do know them and you're friends with them, don't be afraid to have like rules and deadlines and things like that to stay organized, because you don't want to say like, oh, we're going to have this out by like October, and then October comes and goes and you still don't have something because your friend didn't take it seriously, because so don't be afraid to like set, have a structure for things, because if you want it to be successful, like you have to be the driving force. Because I think Caitlin's like drive to do everything and being so organized is what helps help get Interlunium off the ground. And then I think everyone saw it and was like, oh wow, this is actually really great. And it also then made us want to work harder, I think, at least me.
Yes.
Right.
So if you're that person, don't be discouraged if at first people are like, oh, this is just for funsies. But if you want it to be like more than just for funsies for you, like just keep going, be structured about it, be organized, and and you can still have fun and do all of that stuff, but just know that you might have to be the boss person at times.
And like, even as for being a member, being strict to your deadline is actually, we're not even being offended to that. We're actually pretty, we like being strict to the deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Could I?
Good point.
Yeah.
Yes, Liz?
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say, a major thing that you should really make sure you're good at when it comes to an idol group is communicating very
Yes.
clearly
Oh,
with all
yes.
of the people. For instance, I'm very bad at like
Oh, you're fine.
getting things done on time because I have bad ADHD. But Caitlin and Theo have always been like on my butt to do things, but like in a good and like positive way. And I feel like I can always like talk to them, tell them what's going on, like, and they're never really mad at me. They're just like, we get it, but you get your butt in gear. So definitely communicate with everybody clearly.
Yeah,
Caring and
communication is key,
understanding.
and understanding, like, even though you are paying everyone, of course, you can't force anyone to do anything. And obviously, real life factors are always going to come in that are going to affect, that are out of your idol's control or out of your control. And so it's best to, go to your cast who, they are your project. I couldn't just be Junko Interlunium and have this project be successful. Like, all these girls here are like the bread, the butter, the meat, the cheese. Like, they're the thing that makes it delicious, So it's so important to like be understanding and loving and like with your cast and like, communicate with them. And it's okay to be like strict and be like, this is your deadline. But for me, I always talk first. I'm like, what works for you? And if something comes up, like if it's like, hey, I have a test coming up, or hey, I'm having a really bad mental health day, or like, hey, can we renegotiate this? I'm having a hard time. Always, always, always going towards it and being like, yes, how can I help? And not because, things just are out of people's control, and you have to be understanding when you're running a project like this, So that'd be another recommendation that I would put forward.
I think that goes for like everyone on the project as well, not only the
not just the voice
organizer.
cast, but everyone.
So for like everyone has to be communicative. Everyone has to be nice and understanding, and so on and so forth. I think also something that we are lucky to have is that a lot of us are like very dedicated, and I think that Caitlin is able to like bounce off ideas with us a lot and like discuss what we can do and what's the best decision as well. So if you have friends and people you like to work with that you think also like could provide that for you, I think that's a huge plus.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking off of that. And I know this, I mean, I'm not saying this to sound like mean or anything, but you also need to find people, like, even if they are your friends, make sure they're mature enough to be able to have those conversations and like communicate effectively. Because like that, because I know a lot of people, like there's always, I mean, I'm not saying anyone in the community is bad, but there's always going to be people that don't understand that concept. And I think if you are a person who's mature and you have friends that are not very mature, you know, like, and you still love them, but you're like, that person might not be the fit for this. I love them, but they're not a fit for this. So like, just,
Yes.
it's okay to like not pick someone because you don't think they're mature enough to like be able to communicate, because you don't want to, that's a big thing, especially when you have a big group. And even if you have a small group of like 5 or less, drama can ruin everything. And it's really just not fun. It makes things go sour really fast. So, finding those people you trust and finding people that are mature enough and dedicated and kind of everything else we've said, that won't freak out with you being like, hey, just checking in. Are your vocals are due in 2 days. Are you good to go for that? And making sure that they're okay getting a message like that and they won't flip out and be like, I told you. Yes. Leave me alone. But yeah, so it's important.
I'm lucky because all my girls are amazing. I love all of you so much.
No,
we
because
love
we
you
have
more.
a wonderful leader.
Yes.
Leader.
Milky is wonderful, as Rinko Hana's.
Yeah,
The only noise I could think to make.
All right, we could probably move on to the next question now. We've been here for a while.
Probably. No,
right.
Probably. All right, we have another question being, what concepts such as cute, girl crush, floral, etc., would each member want for future songs and music videos?
Oh God.
Ooh. Wait, what's the question? What floor?
I don't know, but I heard cute girl crush. So I like
what I'm not sure if I understand completely, but it seems like what concept would you want either the song to be or your specific idol to be? So for example, how there's usually like a role like Jungyoung or Jungyeon from Twice is usually like the girl crush role. So she's
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, Kazue is the prince and the emperor of all the roaches. So there you go. Sexy prince, but bug dork behind the scenes. There you go.
Okay, one girl at a time can go.
Oh gosh.
Let's start from the bottom this time. So Megan's already answered, so we'll skip when we get there. But Taka,
sorry, I just.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, Annette has always been a France fanatic, so maybe I don't know. I always wanted Annette to be, like trying something really sexy, I guess.
Ooh. Like, what if you did like a really cool like Paris like Moulin Rouge sexy?
Like, like something like that, something like a Rococo sexy type of thing.
I like that. All right, then let's go to Theo. Tobe is dead now, so we'll
It's okay.
Really already came out.
Yep.
No.
Go to our Patreon to pay for our funeral expenses. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Rest in peace, Tobe.
No.
Wow. Oh gosh, I think for Yume, Hot Girl Summer all the way. Like I want her to. Yeah, I want her to be dressed in like cool clothing and beat me up. But yeah.
Thank you.
I love that. All right, Milky.
Well, first thing that sort of pops into mind is Rinko is like she's like into anime and stuff. She's like a weebie, so maybe like a cosplay Rinko or something.
Ooh.
Poor
I like that.
Shout out to a popular fandom out there. Could be.
I see.
These ideas are really good.
All right, Liz.
Caitlin's just writing all this down. She's like, free ideas. Yes.
Wait, did Megan go?
We're skipping her.
Oh,
She went first,
okay.
yeah.
So
She already did
my-
that.
okay. So
Sorry.
my idea for Chio, I really had this cute idea in my head that like she would be at like a like cat cafes, but it would be like a hamster cafe, and she would
Yes!
be like eating like
Yes!
foods at the hamster cafe.
Oh my god.
I think it'd be so
Brain
cute.
is so big.
I love that.
Can y'all imagine Momo in a little butler uniform?
Oh,
Like a little
my gosh.
tray and a mustache.
Like little. Oh my god! I gotta write this down. Write this down.
All right.
Is this gonna
Liz
be
is like, I'm gonna
next
draw so much fan art.
Lily Pichu.
Oh yeah. She's definitely a Beverly Hills type of girl. Yeah, she
Oh, yeah.
has a white Pomeranian, like 8 designer handbags. Probably travels between Korea, Japan, like frequently. All the top line clothes, maybe a little bit spoiled. I don't know. That's what I see her as. Kind of
Oh yeah,
princessy.
she is. You're right.
Okay, alright. But that's not me. I'm talking about the character. You know that, right?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Lily.
Alright.
Kaylee.
Yeah, so like Akira, like she comes off, she's like this really energetic, like high energy cheerleader kind of girl, but her background is that she grew up learning like a lot of the classical arts, and like she's from like a really rich family. But I also like kind of want to delve more into the emotional side of her, so like it'd be really cool to have a single that was more of like a really emotional ballad, like she's in a white dress playing violin kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I like that.
I
She's
love
playing
that.
the violin for Yutobe's funeral.
Yeah.
No, I love that too because Akira's like the most Genki character of the group. I feel
Yeah.
like so it'd be
Yeah.
like a good contrast.
Yeah.
All right, Jane.
For Megumi, I know that she really likes Japanese culture, and one of the things in her story was that she liked the traditional sounds of like Japanese traditional instruments mixed with modern music. So I don't know about a visual concept, but I would really like to hear her on like something fusing the modern and the traditional together in a way that she'd really like, I think.
That'd be perfect.
Me too. I love that.
Yes. Okay, Hikaru.
There's so many options.
I know Hikaru is so versatile. She is, but I meant to say Canon. Kanen Mitsuboshi.
Yeah. This. I love edgy, like the edgy concept.
Yes.
Where like a character like dies. Oh no!
Damn.
And we must.
What if
involve the group.
what if Canon was the one that killed Yutobe?
We've got a concept going here.
This story is writing itself.
Oh my god.
Are we gonna pull some like
Geopolitical
Vocaloid
music
Bad at
video.
Night something?
Bad
like
at Night,
please,
yeah,
please,
I love
please,
it.
I'm
please,
thinking like for
please.
Kanen, I have this idea of like Tokyo Teddy Bear, kind of grungy, like
Yes,
That'd be perfect.
yeah.
Like sarcastic lyrics, right?
Get ready to scream, Hikaru.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Dom.
So for Amy, she's very two-faced. She has the cutesy side and then the completely like awful person side. I had an idea where like most of the song, like the verses and maybe the pre-chorus could be something like Kawaiiku Naritai from Honeyworks, where it's like the characters, doing her cute idol model stuff. But then the chorus hits and she goes home and it's all grungy and metally and she's on the CGL 4chan board talking smack about other idols groups.
Oh my god. I love it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
She reminds me of Junko from that game.
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
From that game.
Not that Junko.
I
She's
think
kind of like their love child if you think about it.
here, give me one sec. You guys keep talking.
What would Junko be? I'm gonna guess what Junko's would be, and then Caitlin can let's guess. Let's see, Junko. So Junko's usually like all ethereal and majestic.
Well, I'm back, and you guys are
Like a
right.
unicorn.
I have dreams of literally Junko being an alien. I've literally had a dream of her being like floating in space.
I'm sorry,
Pardon me?
Well,
in
I
a
sure
white
wasn't
dress,
gonna go there.
watching the Earth and then plummeting to the Earth, but not dying or anything like that. But
Oh.
I've had a weird. So I don't know.
How
I don't
creative.
know how. I don't make fun of me.
I love you.
I don't know how that could be adapted.
Okay,
but, like,
then.
very ethereal, very kind of like dreamy and like what's going on. But I feel like we kind of already did that a little bit with Blue Moon Blue Ocean because Hikaru's writing is so ethereal and just like vague.
Yeah.
You
in,
could
like,
you
that
could do
gorgeous
like
way.
a weird
my
funky kind of upbeat song and then like have it, I don't know.
I want
can
her to
see it
sing like a
working.
Jack Stauber song, you know? Something like that.
Someone said Junko is Princess Kaguya.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe Brian.
Oh, I like
Spoiler alert.
All right, let's move on to the next question.
Yeah, well, actually, we have to start wrapping up. So I was gonna say,
we got carried away.
Yeah, girls.
I'm sorry, guys. So if anyone
No,
has
no
any
problem.
last things that they want to say, please feel free. Or if no one really has any wrapping up thoughts, we can try to squeeze in one more question.
Oh, I have a thingy. If
Yes.
you didn't get your question answered on our Interlunium server, if you didn't already know, you can ask your question there, and then as soon as possible, someone will answer that question.
Yeah, feel
Yeah,
free
right.
definitely for sure to join our Discord server if you're not already in there. And we're not like super duper. I mean, I'm pretty active there if I see something, but like we'll answer questions and like it would be our pleasure. So definitely feel free to join there and like, you know, we definitely talk about stuff. And if you have any other questions and so on.
Yeah, I'll make an effort to be like especially active for a couple days so that people who couldn't get their questions answered like can get them because it's not your fault.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for
also
Natsuki.
just
Oh, sorry. Please go ahead.
No, you're fine.
No.
Oh no. No, you guys are great. Also,
Yeah, you did great.
please stream, watch our music on YouTube and stream it on Spotify or buy it on iTunes or however you want to listen to it. It really, really, really helps. We also have Patreon, so if you are like super into it and you want to support us that way, you can. I think don't Patreon people. If you pledge on Patreon, you get like early access to things in our Discord server. So like you get previews of things coming up that nobody else gets to see, and it's really, really cool. So if you're like super into Interlunium, that's a really fun way to be involved and kind of see what's coming up before anyone else.
Yeah, and to also support the group.
Every single support, every single action, we really, really appreciate it.
We really do.
We really do.
Honestly,
It's great.
It helps so much just to like have that support because really that's like how we are able to create everything that we make. Everything that we make was Intergalactic Disco was funded by me, but then after that it was a Kickstarter, and then everything since then has been thanks to our wonderful patrons on Patreon. So if you are one, thank you so much. And if you're considering becoming one, really
Thank
helps
you.
us so much, and we would love for you to you know, support us if you want to.
And
I mean,
also
if you
hit us
think
up
about
at
that-
the beach house.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah.
like, if you think about that, you know, Theo is from Sweden, Nonon is from Malaysia, I'm from Korea. It's all because of your support that we all around the world could gather together and become this one group called Interlunium. So we just wanted to say thank you so much for making us gather together and create this wonderful songs and music and just whatever shenanigans we do.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Tucker gonna make me cry and shit.
Oh boy. I wasn't trying to.
Gosh, that was so sweet and well spoken.
Well, we have to. Oh, sorry. I was going to say we have to start wrapping now. But thank you all for all the hard work that you all do. Everything you guys do is fantastic. And thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an honor.
Thank you for
having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Goodbye, Twitch. Bye-bye.